I love when you do the stack of books on Instagram. When you go, okay,
Mhm.
here are my 5 favorite right now. And you told me we would do that today with your top 5. So let's
Yeah.
start.
All right. So my number one, in no particular order,
Order.
is Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, and she's a
Mhm.
Mexican Canadian author, and it's a Gothic horror novel, and it's set in the 1950s, and it's basically um, Noemi gets a letter from her cousin saying that she needs to come and help her because she thinks that her husband is poisoning her. Very dark, very mind blowing. It's being turned into an HBO show. So if you're the type of person who likes to read a book before watching a movie or a TV show, I highly recommend.
Wait up, wait up. Is there dismembering, blood? Is there like a lot of violence?
To an extent, I would
Mhm.
say that you will probably never look at mushrooms the same way again. Yes. I don't want to give too much away because it's a
Okay,
book
okay.
it's good to get into it and just experience it, but I've always hated mushrooms and I never knew why, and now I know why. I have a very
See,
good reason.
Anna Christina just finished it and couldn't put it down. That's her sister, by the way. This is the other member of our unofficial book club. But I'm afraid she's going to get nightmares. Have you gotten nightmares?
No.
All right. Okay. What's the second one?
The second book is The Grace Year, and it's considered a young adult book, and it's by Kim Liggett. And it's set in a dystopian society, and these girls, when they turn 16, they're sent to an island to dispel their magic. They're said that women have magic, and they need to go to this island and dispel it. And it's very Handmaid's Tale, Hunger Games-esque.
What is going on with you?
I promise they're not all dark books. I promise.
I'm a little worried about you. Hey, what is the title again?
The Grace Year.
The Grace Year. SNGRACE?
Yes.
Okay, we'll have a list of these. Sophia will send me the list and we'll put it on my YouTube page and here on Facebook too.
It has a very deceiving cover. The cover is very pink, florally, and the inside of the book is very disturbing and Hunger Games-esque.
Yeah, she is related to me. I don't know how, because I would have nightmares. I cannot read anything that dark before going to bed, and that's when I read when I'm going to bed. All right, go for the third one.
The third one is Queenie, and it's by Candice Carty-Williams, and this actually won the British Book of the Year award for 2020. They say that Queenie is the Black Bridget Jones, and she's a Jamaican British woman living in London, and very much, coming into her own. She's a catastrophist, very funny, very witty, very quirky, also talks about mental health and all about that. And I thought it's a very unique and interesting book and very fun.
Oh, well, I think I like that. I like Queenie. I was looking for a book because I just finished. I'll show you what I finished a little later. All right. And now we're on number 4.
Number 4 is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett.
Yeah, so good.
So good. Historical fiction, a little slow in the beginning, but it's interesting how the decisions that the women make in the book shapes their life, and how some decide that they want to go on a different path than the path that they were born on. So very interesting book, and I really enjoyed it.
And it explores a topic that is rarely explored, which is passing as white when you're African American. So they're sisters. They're not twins, right?
They are twins.
They are twins?
Yes.
Okay, so one is lighter skinned than the other, and one decides to pass as white and separate from her family for years. And there is a way they think, people think she's disappeared and she's found. And it is so good.
Yes. It's very, very, very good.
Okay. And
number 5,
who wrote that?
Britt Bennett.
Britt Bennett. Okay. Yeah. Okay, next.
Number 5 is The 12 Dogs of Christmas by Lizzie Shane. I know it's a little early for holiday reads,
No, it's not. It's 2020, girl.
This is the cutest book I think I have read. It's adorable and it's about dogs, and I'm obsessed with dogs. So what could be better than that?
Would your cousin like that? Your 13-year-old cousin? Is that passable?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very, not a steamy romance, a very sweet romance.
Okay.
About a single father and animal rescue owner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yay! Love that you're taking my recommendations. But it's the sweetest holiday romance. You will want a peppermint mocha to sit by the fire, cozy winter season, very cute read.
Oh, this screams Natalie. Okay, Jorge's asking any serious sagas that she has read or you can recommend. Series or sagas? Series or sagas?
I think of Twilight, but I don't know if I would really recommend that series. But other than that, I don't really read series. I read a lot of standalone books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Someone else had a question. Oh, have you read Delicious by Ruth?
No, I have not. But
what is that about? Roberta, we need to add this.
Yeah, I'm going to add it to my never-ending list.
And then Natalie said, you had me a peppermint mocha.
I love a good peppermint mocha.
Okay, who doesn't like a good peppermint mocha?
It's never too early.
Are you ready for your old cousin's godmother's list?
Always.
Always. Okay. I don't know if you've read any of this, but I took pictures of the covers. Are you proud of me?
I am.
Oh, okay. I just finished Nothing to See Here.
I've heard of that.
Have you? By Kevin Wilson. Okay, This is Fifi. You will love this. I call her Fifi. I'm sorry, Sophia. You will love this because this book is about a girl whose best friend from a boarding school asks her to take care of her stepkids who, when they get angry or nervous, light on fire, set themselves on fire.
Oh, that sounds very interesting.
And nothing happens to them. They're 10-year-old twins and their mother has died and they have to move in with this woman who has her own child, and they are the children of her husband, and the husband has never accepted the kids, and they want to find this girl to take care of the kids, and she doesn't know. I mean, like, it's a condition the kids have, self-combustion, and she is, it's super interesting. It's not strange at all. Like, gosh, you made such a face. Let's see. Oh, Patty Junk, my favorite series have been The Gunslinger and The Hobbit trilogy. Did you read The Hobbit?
No, I have not, actually.
Oh, okay. This one, The Silver Sparrow, I read before the other one. This is by Tayari Jones, who wrote, I think, An American Marriage. This is super interesting too. But now I have to think if I can this is what happened. An American Marriage is what she wrote. That
one's on my list.
Oh, you gotta read this. This is really interesting because this is about a man who has two families. And how the one family knows about the original family, and for many, many years, like, not stalks, but watches the other family until the illegitimate daughter says that's it and confronts the official daughter.
I need to read that.
Okay, your mother says that you love Jane Austen. Was she feeling guilty that you weren't talking about the classics?
Probably a little bit.
Listen, I paid for her education.
My favorite classic novel by far is Jane Eyre. I've read it multiple times. Will always reread it. It's my favorite book.
Jane Eyre.
By Charlotte Bronte.
What's
this girl, Gothic novel as well, but not as dark and horror based as Mexican Gothic. But she becomes a governess in this house, and a bunch of like spooky, ominous things start happening. The house is dark. There's a French daughter. It's great. I highly recommend it. She's going on this journey. She has a very, I think, high sense of a moral compass, always wants to do the right thing and follow the rules and ethics and things like that. And I think it's a really good book. Highly recommend.
Have you read My Oxford Year?
No.
Me neither.
I need to add it. Cool. I love a good love story.
Okay. So my next one is we are all adults here. Did you read this?
No, but I need to. There are a lot of books I need to read.
Okay. So this is a little adult. I think I had a different reaction to it because I'm a mom and I'm constantly worried that I'm going to screw my kids up. And yeah. And so I think your mom, Vanessa, will enjoy this. I'm sorry, I'm giving you some of my light on this. And it's, it was a New York Times bestseller, and it's really interesting because it's an empty nester woman who's a widow who raised her children on her own and now has started a new life for herself, and the kids are not reacting well to it. And she realizes the mistakes she may have made. It's really introspective. It's kind of cool. Oh, listen, Margarita's telling us that book that she recommended, My Oxford Year, is about a Rhodes Scholar in England. Hence the title. How about The Outsiders? Have you ever read that? Roberta has read it multiple times.
I think I did. I think I did in middle school.
And your cousin, yep, your 7th grade cousin just said she's reading it right now. Do you like it? Good so far.
Is that the one with Pony Boy?
Is that the one with Pony Boy? Yes.
Yes. Stay golden, Pony Boy.
You can quote movies and books. You're so versatile. Okay, this one I told you to read it because you're gonna like it. Una Out of Order.
I read that so badly. It's on my list.
Okay, Una Out of Order is about time travel, and it's this woman that every New Year's she wakes up in a different time of her life. And I'm talking
Groundhog Day.
Bueno, I imagine so. Yes, but not the same situation. So she wakes up as a teenager, or she wakes up. So the book starts when she is maybe 19. New Year's Eve happens and she wakes up being 48 and married.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like, and then, but her mind, she's always 19. And it's really, if you like time travel, it's really cool.
Gotta read it.
Let's do it. In Cold Blood, good for Halloween season. Have you read that?
No, but I love all spooky books.
No, Blood. Year of Wonders by Geraldine Brooks. We're gonna have to write all these down.
I know.
You guys are bringing it. I love it. Okay, here we go. Sophia, do you find yourself or you go in fads and real all gothic romance fantasy?
Yes. So this month I'm doing Falltober, Thrilltober, all thriller books in October. I did have to read a Christmas book to review.
Yeah.
So that broke up the spookiness. But yes, there are times where I want to read all romance or historical fiction, gothic, anything. Yeah, there are times where I go through just reading a bunch of the same books and then I switch it up and go to something else.
That's what happens to me. Like, I know you want me to read the Tattooist of Auschwitz, right?
It's a sad book, yeah.
But I read a few books back to back, a few novels based on World War II, and I can't shake it off. I gotta relax a little bit. Okay, and then my last one. Go ahead.
I read a lot of the historical fiction like earlier in quarantine, and I haven't really touched it since. I've read a couple, but not as much.
Have you read Sex and Vanity
but I want to.
by Kevin Kwan? This is so fun. It's the same guy from the series of Crazy Rich Asians. It's his latest book. And it is so fun. I can't wait for the movie because I loved the movie.
Wait, are they making a movie of it?
They should, don't you think?
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, Crazy Rich Asians was amazing.
I always read a book and I'm like, this should be a movie.
Yeah, that's what happened to me with Ta-Nehisi Coates' book, The Water Dancer, that I want you to read, because I kept thinking, oh my God, this can totally be a movie.
They're making The Vanishing Half into a show.
Into a show for what?
Series. Into a limited series. Like,
who is it? Reese Witherspoon?
I don't know. Probably.
Okay.